In case some of you have not read the news of March 12 from Florida's governor, let me quote this piece of information from his webpage. Governor Ron DeSantis issued Executive Order 2052 declaring a state of emergency for COVID-19 and directed the Florida Division of Emergency Management to activate the Florida Emergency Operations Center, EOC, to a level 2 to coordinate the state's response to COVID-19. Last week, the governor issued Executive Order 2051 directing the state surgeon general to declare a public health emergency. For the most up-to-date information about COVID-19 in Florida, please visit the Florida Department of Health's dedicated COVID-19 webpage. For any other questions related to COVID-19 in Florida, please contact the state's dedicated COVID-19 call center by calling 866-779-6121. The call center is available 24 hours per day. Many large institutions have closed their operations. We know now that the virus can spread very rapidly. Most places of worship are exempt from the state directive above. However, in other states and in other denominations, bishops have required churches to close for at least the rest of this month of March. We in the ELCA will not dictate what you do, and each congregation will do what the leadership considers is best for their context. However, as your bishop here in the Florida Bahamas Synod, I strongly suggest the following in order to combat the spread of the virus. First and foremost, remain calm and rely on the information from credible sources like the Centers for Disease Control, CDC. Abstain from congregational gatherings, at least for the rest of this month of March. This includes Sunday worship and weekly meetings. As much as you are able, use live stream, Facebook Live, YouTube for worship, and Zoom for Skype video conferencing for smaller meetings. One License is offering free licenses through April 15 to help congregations cope with COVID-19 challenges. Those who feel their physical health could be compromised should avoid going out in public, including worship. Congregational members could gather as family or individuals in their homes at the regular time of worship to pray or to listen to a sermon from the pastor or something similar. Offerings can still be made by mail or just bring it next time you attend your worship space, as the normal congregational expenses will continue. They don't stop. In cases where a small number of people still chooses to worship, please limit the physical contact as much as possible. Bow a little with your hands and your chest to greet one another, even during the sharing of the peas. Having no Holy Communion is fine during this time of emergency. And should you decide to do so, communion with the bread alone is a full communion, as Christ is fully present. Pastors, please avoid touching people's hands. Offerings can be dropped in one place instead of passing the plate. And please stop your coffee time, your coffee hour. Find responsible ways to live out your faith to help those who are in most need. These recommendations are not intended for us to panic, but rather as best practices. We have gone through hurricanes and other disasters and know that we must take some preventative measures. And as we continue our journey through life, I would like you to know that I am praying for you. Now, may the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord's face shine on you with grace and mercy. The Lord look upon you with favor and give you peace. Amen.